Hi Aquarius, welcome back to POSH. I'm going to be doing a reading for you from October 19th through October 31st, yes, Halloween, 2021. I hope this video finds you well. If anything's not going well, I hope things turn in your favor very, very soon. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs and any other aspects of Aquarius that are in your natal chart. Also, if your North Node, which signifies your present life, is in Aquarius, then this video is for you. All my playlists are categorized by month. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. Look at the playlist, and they are categorized by month, so you can check out any other aspects of your natal chart, any other signs that you like in the October playlist. So let's get to it. This is going to be an energy check-in spread. Card 1, what is bringing you happiness? Card 2, what are your burdens? Card 3, where will you land? Card 4, how to ground yourself and plant new growth, okay? And tomorrow, the 20th, October 20th, the full moon is in Aries. That will affect communication, think before you speak. But there are a lot of other things. It's a significant full moon. It's too much to cover here in this video, but I would suggest you Google that if you want to find out more information, and it is a full moon in Aries, okay? So if you have Aries placements anywhere in your chart, you could look at the Aries reading as well. So Aries is a fire sign. Aquarius, you are an air sign, okay? Even though you have aqua in your title, you are an air sign, okay? So if we have a lot of swords energy in this reading, that will be significant. The star is all about you. That's your major arcana card. And you're a fixed sign. Winter is your season. And fixed means you're stable and determined in the things that you do. Now, the natal chart, not the natal chart, the dates, like your horoscope dates, they change every few years. They fluctuate. Not everyone knows that. So I'm just putting that out there. In Aquarius, for 2022, the dates will be January 20th through February 18th. Okay, that's what I have for your dates. So I'm just putting that out there. The new year, 2022, is right around the corner. So let's get to this reading now. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you everyone for subscribing and liking and being part of my channel. It helps me to do these readings more often, and I really am working towards putting more videos out there for you, okay? So I appreciate all the love. So I'm going to use the Dame Darcy deck, the Mermaid Tarot. And this is the Gold Gilded. I love this deck. I'm drawn to this deck today, so that's what we're going to use. So Aquarius, what's bringing you happiness? What's bringing you happiness? What's bringing you happiness? The World. Lessons learned, closing out a chapter, beginning a new one, stepping into a portal. Success to me. I also feel Leo, Taurus energy with this. There's a lot of stars here on this card. So you being Aquarius and the star card being your card, even though that has not come up, we'll see if it does. What's bringing you happiness is you've made some accomplishments, whether they're, personal, financial, work-wise, relationship-wise, or just all across the board in general. It's like a leveling up for you. That's what I'm getting. What are your burdens? What are your burdens for this October 19th through 31st, 2021? Looking at the big picture sometimes could be too much, right? You completed one phase, one chapter, and you've made those accomplishments. Going into the next chapter, looking at that big picture with the Three of Wands, being planning, strategic, decisive, discerning, could be a little overwhelming. And you feel like you're picking that choice closest to the edge, but you're holding on to it. And you're looking out at the ocean. This also, I could feel, could be travel with the World here and the Three of Wands. I feel it could be travel. I could feel like you've made the decision to expand your world. And I would feel that would be to another country, or it would be a big lateral move in your life. You are standing on the ground, so you're grounded, but looking out at your hopes and wishes, looking out into the water there. Where will you land? Where will you land, Aquarius? Where will you land? Where will you land? You'll land in grasping onto this, and this is a bit of a burden to you because you have like other choices and you're grasping onto this one. But it's possibly overwhelming as well to you because that may be something you're grasping onto, a motivation, something you want to be creative with, something that motivates you that you don't have a lot of experience with. It's something you have to learn, right? Or even if you're like are traveling across the country and you need to learn a new language, that could be overwhelming. So anything like that. But I do feel that with the Page of Wands here, you're starting out as a page. You're starting out exploring. Pages have Pentacle energy as a court card underlying, and this is Page of Wands, so overlying that grounded Pentacle energy. Pentacle energy is physical, material world, work, career, education, your dwelling, the four walls you live in, how you take care of yourself. Also, I see it as how the world sees you, right? Because when we take care of ourselves, we put our best forward, then that's, how we appear to people. So that also, I feel, encompasses that Pentacle energy. And you're just looking up and you're really, really studying this new growth. But I feel, that you're studying it because that's like new seeds, new prospects to start your life. And I feel like that's where the Pentacle energy comes into play, even though it's Page of Wands, and you're focusing that passion of wanting to increase your knowledge in that physical realm with this passion that you're focused on. And that's where this choice comes in, which could be a burden. And we have the sun here in the background, but you can only see half of it. And that could be overwhelming too, because maybe you don't see the full picture, the full positive picture yet. But I see blue skies in this card. I see water again in this card here, which signifies to me there's new growth overlying emotion. So you're landing, he even looks like he is like, almost reminds me of Italy. Maybe for some of you, that's where you're going. That's what you're doing. You're uprooting and moving to another country. And it's like you're landing in a foreign place, whether that be a situation in your life or another country. Sometimes our life could feel like another country. When we turn a corner, everything could be different. Who we feel we are could be different, and you're reinventing yourself with that page energy. Pages also are messengers. But you are in the learning stage with this. There's a little bit of naivety. I can never say this word lately. Naive. A little bit. How to ground yourself and plant new growth. Because you're already looking at that new growth there in the tree. Well, you can only do that by releasing any emotional loss. We have 3 again here. 3 cups spilled over. Maybe that's why it's a little, we have 3 here. When you're looking out on the expanse there, and that's your burden and overwhelming. This card, this camera is reversed. So it's like crying over spilled milk, but you have to release that emotion. You have to allow yourself to release. And that is also part of this world card, because you can't start a new chapter until you release the old. You can't really step into the next doorway if you have it, well, that baggage with you. And we'll see what the overall real message of this is when I look at the bottom of the deck. But 5 of Cups, take your time, do it in private if that's what you need to do, mourn whatever losses or whatever didn't work out. You know, it could be overwhelming as a burden, yes, to start anew, start in the next chapter, but that's where you're landing. It's a new beginning, new atmosphere, new passions, new creations, learning to reconnect with that creative side of yourself. And it's going to happen fast if it didn't start already. 8 of Wands, again, to me, with the World and the 3 of Wands here, is a travel card. So that will be significant for some of you. It may not be significant for everyone, but it also is a lot of change, a lot of messages coming in fast, quick action, and it's fire energy, okay? So, but they are flying through the air, okay? And they're hitting that water. Once those oars hit that water, you can go anywhere you want in life. And that is the message that I'm getting here. Anywhere you want to go in life, you can go, Aquarius. Anywhere you want to go, you can go. And with that, I'm going to pull a card from the John Helen Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And we'll close the reading. To my fabulous Aquariuses. My mom was an Aquarius. And then my Aquariuses. Ooh. Aquarius. Heartache and loss. And you need to embrace. This is 3 of Wands again. But this is 3 of Wands with partnerships and alliances. To release this heartache and loss, you need to have those partnerships and alliances to carry you through. Whether it's making new friendships, finding new endeavors, or reflecting this 3 of Wands within the original layout. Obstacles and challenges. Nothing happens without obstacles and challenges. That's 5 of Wands. 3, 3, 5. That's where prosperity begins. Oh, Aquarius. This is like a little sidebar here that reflects a summary of what's behind this reading. In closing out the reading, sometimes things get revealed as extra messages that you do need to know. And in this case, there's 4 cards here. So 3 of Swords. That's air energy. Your hands are focused and pointing down because you want to go in a direction where your hands are in prayer, but you're praying for a path that leads you out of this heartache and loss. That path is forming friendships, alliances, partnerships, and alliances. They're going to move you forward in the world. And it is a burden to you because maybe it's hard to come out of this. But what's bringing you happiness is actually having the courage to move into the next chapter of your life. There will be obstacles and challenges. Nothing is perfect. This is 5 of Wands energy. 5 of Wands is a conflict card, okay? But, you know, the abyss is there, but you have enough room. You could step over it. You could focus on it and look down, and that's when we fall, right? Or you could keep your eyes ahead and make sure you get to the other side. And this is really the path to do that for you. And when that happens, you have this Ace of Pentacles energy, which is prosperity begins. So you do have, you know, again, how to ground yourself and plant new growth. And this is the extension of that. And it's ending with, this camera is driving me nuts because it's flipped. So I want you to see the right path here. There you go. So this is the ending card. Prosperity begins. And that's Ace of Pentacle energy. That is also a helping hand, building new roots. And yeah, we can do things alone, but sometimes you need to embrace others in your life, and embrace new situations. It could be scary, but sometimes that's what we have to do to move forward. Prosperity begins. New seeds are planted. Aces lead back to the Magician, which says that this has to do with manifesting your physical material world anew. Your physical material world, health, income, education, career. The pentacles are a big ball of wax because they encompass so many things, so many specific fragments. They're like the roots of a tree. And it's no mistake that pentacle energy is earth energy and very grounding. So I wish you the best, and namaste. I pray you find your way, Aquarius. Mwah. I'll see you next time.